Micro Marching League is a website that lets you create your own marching shows. Let's see how it works. The first thing I'm going to do is select the entire horn line using double click. Then I'm going to press the left and right square bracket keys to rotate them into a diamond. And I'm going to pull them down here for now. And let's do the same thing with the guard. Again, double click and left and right square bracket keys to rotate. Then I'm going to select the entire drum line using the box select and press the I key to make it align with even intervals. And then I'll rotate them into an angle. I want this angle between the 40-yard lines, so while I'm pressing the button down on the bass drum, I'm going to press down the minus sign to decrease their intervals. And then let's move the diamond shape so that the front angle is even with that tenor player. And I'll move the guard up so that this angle lines up with the back bass drum. And that's going to be our opening set. So now I'm going to click New Set, which adds it to the bottom here. And let's move the drum line into the center. So I'm just going to, again, double click, rotate, and pull them down here onto the 50-yard line. And can't forget the basses. So here we go. So they're in position, and let's double click the guard, and I want to form them into an arc using the left and right parenthesis keys, which are the 9 and 0 keys on the keyboard. And since we want the guard to be able to do their guard work without killing each other with their flagpoles, I'm going to use the plus key to expand the form. They usually need about a 4-step interval. And then we'll rotate them and attach them to this diamond shape here. Let's do it like that. There we go. Now let's hit play and see how that looks. Okay, I can already see a couple of problems here. The first thing is that you can see that the bass drums are crashing right into the guard as they're coming to the front here. So we're going to have to clean that up. Also, if you watch the paths that the guard take from the diamond into the arc, it's all very random and kind of messy. So we're going to have to clean that up as well. The third thing is that the brass is just standing there being lazy, which is really boring to watch. Usually it's a very good idea to have all of the sections moving in each set to keep things really interesting to watch. So I'm going to show you how to fix this stuff, which are all very common mistakes. So I'm going to hit the Control Z key to undo what we've just did with the guard here. So we're back to the diamond shape. And let's do a rotation with the horn line here so that they're not just standing there. And I'm going to line that up with the 40. And we'll do the same thing with the guard. They'll be symmetrical with the brass block. And let's hit play so we can see if it's any better. Okay, you can see that's a lot cleaner. None of the marchers are running into each other, and everybody is moving. The only problem now is that the set takes a little bit too long to run. It's a little bit slow. And the reason for that is if you look at this bass drum here, you can see that they're going all the way from the back field to the front field, which takes a long time to do. So I'm going to move the drum line up so that they don't have to move quite as far. And that'll make the set move quite a bit faster, which will be much more interesting to watch. So that'll be our second set, and I'm going to hit New Set so that we can start working on that diamond and arc set that we wanted to get to earlier. So I guess the first thing we'll do is I'll select the brass block using double click, bring them into the diamond again. I'll just move them back here for now. And let's move the drum line up here. And now, instead of moving all of the guard members into one big arc, I think we're just going to select the top 8 marchers at the top of the block, and we'll make a smaller arc with them, and then we'll do something else with the guard members at the bottom. This way I can move each member individually into the arc to make sure that the paths are nice and clean. So we'll start with the bottom top will alternate into the arc. So here we go, there's bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So we have an arc there. I'm just going to clean it up using the left and right parenthesis keys. So let's move them down like this, and let's move the block into position on the 40, and so that the arc is connected with a diamond here. I'm going to rotate it a bit here. Now I want to select the remaining guard members, and you can see that I've accidentally selected a few of the members that are in the arc. So I'm going to use the Control key to click each one and take them off of the selection. So I can just pull them down here. And I'm going to hit the O key to form a circle. And we'll rotate them like that. And let's move the drum line over here onto the 45 so that they're sort of being framed by this arc. And let's hit play and see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. As you can see, all the sections are moving. The paths that the guard are taking into the arc are all even because they're alternating. And we have a variety of shapes that are framing the drum line in the center. So you can keep on adding sets. We have 3 sets here. We can keep adding them until you're done with the show. And when you're done with your show, you can just go over here and click the menu and click Publish Show. And since this was a demonstration, I think I'm going to call this Demolition Derby. It's always good to have a creative title. And I'm going to click Publish Show. And that is going to submit the show into the judging queue, where it'll be judged by the rest of the MML community. So there you go. If you have any other questions, you can check out the help section or ask in the forum. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing your shows on the field.